Welcome to K-pop Zoom. Today we are going to take a deep dive into the world of crazy K-pop fan. There are three levels of K-pop fans. The normal fans who casually listen to their music and attend their concerts when they have the time and money. Then they are the super fans who buy all of their albums, all of their fan merch, attend every concert, every fan meeting, every event. These are also the type of fans who constantly stream their music everywhere to make sure that their favorite idol or group has a lot of YouTube clicks, and possibly even uses a VPN to upvote during competitions. And that's already pretty extreme, right? But it gets even more intense. The third level of K-pop fans we are discussing, called sasaengs. The word sasaeng is a shorter form of the Korean word sasanggwol, which means private fans in Korean. They are a group of die-hard, extremely obsessive fans who will go to any lengths to follow and often harass their favorite idols. While some sasaengs stalk and invade the privacy of idols in relatively harmless ways, such as calling them constantly or showing up at their homes, others engage in more dangerous activities, such as breaking into their dorms or house, crashing cars into them, poisonings, or even kidnapping. Sasaeng fans, or private fans, are obsessed followers of Korean pop idols who take their fandom to dangerous levels. These fans stalk and harass idols in an attempt to get close to them and gain attention. Sasaeng fans are often younger girls who are willing to go to extreme lengths to stand out and get noticed by their favorite stars. Sasaeng fans have broken into idols' homes, snuck into their hotel rooms, hacked their phones, and followed them around wherever they go. They also purchase personal information about idols from employees of transport and entertainment companies. This information can include phone numbers, email addresses, home addresses, and even credit card numbers. Sasaeng fans use this information to continuously contact and harass idols. These obsessive fans operate together in small groups, and each group usually has one leader who either earns a lot of money or has all the private information that they sell to others. Most of these exclusive groups are closed circle, so not everyone gets to have this information. You either have to be also assessing who can provide, or you have to have the money to buy these private photos, videos, information, etc. So there are different variations of sasaengs, rich ones, sasaengs who buy private information, and also sasaengs who purposely take jobs in credit card companies, phone companies, even airlines, where they can get the private information of their favorite idol. Getting on idols' planes. What happens when sasaengs take the same flight as an idol group? Well, it depends on the size of the plane, the amount of sasaeng fans, the amount of managers and security, and most important, the flight period. If there is enough time and the plane is on the smaller size, sasaengs have a better chance to sneak into business class or first class to take private photos. If it's a big plane with several hundred passengers, it's much harder to look for the boys without getting caught. The reason why illegal flight information is so popular among sasaengs is because in that situation the members are so vulnerable they can't escape. They are all trapped in the same enclosed space for hours, and that situation makes it so attractive for sasaengs. They will wait till one of the members needs to go to the toilet and then go into the toilet afterwards. Sasaengs from economy class will try to pretend they are searching for the toilet in first class. The flight attendants ask them kindly to return to economy, but they will answer that the drinks cart was blocking the aisle near the rear lavatory. They often use that excuse. A lot of these photos and videos they take stay private, because if they are posted you pretty much exposed yourself as a sasaeng and will get targeted by other fans and sasaengs. In the worst case, you get blacklisted by the entertainment companies, which means you can't go to concerts, fan meetings, or any other events. The company bighit posted some fan sites accounts confirmed for being sasaengs and stated they blacklisted all these fan sites and people for taking the same flight with BTS from Nagoya. Talking about sasaeng fans who have no shame and dare to embarrass themselves just to draw some attention from idols. No one could ever forget the no pants girl. She was there dressing ridiculously and approached BTS in proximity so she could get herself attention. It's enough to give you secondhand embarrassment. This girl was seen stepping out of the VIP airport gate close to that of BTS. Seemingly she had been on the same plane with them before continuing the stalking journey from the time they got off the plane. As BTS appeared, She immediately walked closer to V and Jungkook, in an outfit that at first sight you might think she indeed wore no pants at all, because the pants were too short. You see how her outfit looks from this angle. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment already. All this has meant that groups like BTS have had to switch to chartered private jets in order to travel safely and hassle-free. While many fans are basically just people like you and me, and they might take some video with their phone at a concert, the sasaengs will take it to a whole new level. They usually have super big expensive cameras which they try to sneak into events or concerts. They will try to shoot in places where shooting is prohibited, and also during the idol's time off while in their private life. Fake passes. NCT Dream were touring Japan during 2022, and one of the stops was Kanagawa, where they were putting on a 3-day concert. However, in the very first concert, 3 people were arrested by the police for using fake staff ID passes to get into the venue. Based on media reports, an official concert staff found the 3 suspects inside the venue while they were wearing the fake staff IDs around their necks. After they were investigated, the suspects admitted that they had illegally entered the concert venue. The police were investigating how the fake IDs were obtained by the suspects and what's the relationship between them. Korean SBS News revealed that an IT employee of Korean National Railway operator, Korail, was able to access BTS member RM's details and get his train ticketing information, as well as his personal information, his address, phone number, and many more things, all illegally. And that the staff member had done this for 3 years since 2019, on 18 occasions. As an IT employee, she was able to access the information, not only checking RM's reservation details, but gained access to his ticketing information so she could see him in person, and shared the information with her friends so they could reserve a train seat nearby him. An internal audit of Korail stated on this matter, we confirm that access to personal information without permission 18 times was obtained. For punishment, this employee was only suspended from Korail. RM shared the article on his Instagram story using the emoji of closed eyes, which is one of disappointment. According to the news, Bighit Music has taken a serious approach towards the Korail employee incident and has initiated a comprehensive investigation. While some sasaengs are more extreme, others just like to disturb idols' personal space. The most common way to harass idols is by calling and sending them messages constantly. Groups like BTS have had to change their phone numbers so frequently because sasaengs wouldn't stop calling them. NCT has also had many clashes with sasaengs who just can't seem to leave the boys alone. Taeyong was live on Instagram, and fans started noticing that he looked really frustrated and looking down at his phone. This was because he kept being interrupted by all the calls while he was talking. This time he didn't hold back and called out the sasaengs who had been calling him on his personal phone number. They do this to prove that the members' numbers, which they obtained illegally, are actually correct by seeing if the phone of the member is ringing on live stream. Taeyong showed how upset he was at the people who were invading his privacy to such levels. He revealed that the calls were coming from a US phone number, so he switched to English to address them directly.
미국 분이 연락을 주셨는데 please don't call me. That's so rude. I'm really scared. So please don't call me.
It was heartbreaking for NCT fans to see just how scared he looked by the whole thing. He has reasons to be scared though. Taeyong and other NCT members also had experiences with these sasaengs in person. In July of 2019, when NCT 127 got back from Singapore, they were met with the usual crowd of fans that were waiting for them at the airport, just to catch a glimpse of them. While they were walking, a woman holding a camera started running towards the members, including Taeyong, at full speed. Thankfully, the security guard that was shadowing them took notice of her before she could reach the members and blocked her with his body. In 2023, Stray Kids Hyunjin was the recipient of cyber attacks including offensive hateful messages and death wishes. He received pictures of one of his photo cards ripped in half, along with disturbing texts. The attacks happened not only on social media platforms such as Instagram, but even private platforms like JYP Nation's Bubble. It had been previously exposed that a large group of netizens in a group chat coordinated to purchase his Bubble subscription in order to cyber attack him. Sasaengs will find out where their favorite idol's house or dorm is located, and then wait outside shouting and knocking on the door. Some idols had enough and asked them to stop bothering them. You can probably guess what happened. Nothing. They don't care about the consequences. The only thing they want is for the idols to notice them. Sasaengs have been known to break into the homes of idols in order to get closer to them. In one shocking incident, a sasaeng invaded the home of EXO's Baekhyun and took pictures of his personal belongings. The sasaeng even went as far as to leave a threatening note for the idol. Other sasaengs have broken into the homes of idols in order to steal their clothes or personal items. In one case, a sasaeng stole the clothes from the bed of BTS's Jimin while he was sleeping. The sasaeng then wore the clothes and posted pictures of themselves online. Stray Kids break in. Stray Kids have been dealing with sasaengs for some time, and JYP Entertainment has decided that they've had enough of it. They released a lengthy statement. The agency told the public that there have been a number of instances where people have been waiting for Stray Kids at their dorm building and even went as far as to follow them into the elevator. Even worse, JYP reveals that some of them even managed to sneak up to their doorstep, which has obviously caused the members some distress. The residents of the same building were also troubled by strangers entering, so they weren't the only ones who were impacted. JYP claimed to have gathered proof of the stalking, including CCTV footage of fans breaking into the building and following the employees. The members' safety is the company's top priority, and the fans of sasaeng have been warned that doing so will result in them not only being permanently barred from Stray Kids events, but also request the South Korean authorities to take action, since stalking is now a criminal offense in South Korea. SM Entertainment, meanwhile, revealed that back in November 2022, sasaengs actually broke into NCT members haechan's home, where he's living with his family, who is said to have been mentally traumatized by what happened. The trespasser was eventually caught and indicted by the prosecution, although due to haechan's own wishes the case wrapped up without any criminal punishment. But idols aren't even safe at work sometimes. In October of 2021, it was reported by Starship Entertainment that a woman had broken into the company's building and came in contact with the boy band Cravity. She entered the building without permission by following other employees in as they entered the building. Once inside, she approached the Cravity members who were waiting for their next schedule. NCT's haechan did a birthday live stream where he shared how he missed fans after a long time. He was happy because of that. However, not long after, he got more serious and shared his concerns about sasaengs, who kept bothering him and his group members by coming to their dorm, and he said, "We just want to be able to rest in our dorm or do things like hang out and eat together. It's hard for us when there are people who make us uncomfortable like that." Even after calling them out, they didn't stop. Actually, it had quite the opposite effect. As revenge, they posted pictures of a drunk guy stumbling out of the car and allegedly claimed it was haechan, sending a message to idols that sasaengs are not the ones to mess with. It also seems that Lucas's troubles only started after an altercation with sasaengs while filming during the winter in 2021. NCT and WAVY's Lucas had a scheduled filming at an undisclosed location, together with his WAVY group mates Xiaojun and Ken. The filming was going very well, and idols and staff were making it quick as possible because of the heavy snowfall. But in the middle of the shoot, sasaeng suddenly showed up in a taxi and started taking photographs of Lucas and the others, and even stepped inside of the filming area. This delayed the filming altogether. Because of this, Lucas, Xiaojun, and Ken couldn't contain their anger and decided to confront the stalkers. But the sasaengs didn't stop. Lucas and the others apparently told them that they are very rude. The location was supposed to be a secret, so everyone was baffled to see sasaengs coming and disturbing the filming. Seems that Lucas paid the price for getting mouthy with sasaengs, when a few months later, damaging private information about him was disclosed, in what appeared to be an orchestrated personal attack on his character. But it doesn't just stop there. When traveling on tour and spending time in hotels, it's easier for sasaengs to get to them. In 2015, EXO had an overseas schedule and were staying at a hotel. On one of their days off from the schedule, Suho went to the hotel gym, and while he was working out, he spotted a hidden camera that was not there before. As soon as he noticed it, he called the security and reported it. Well, guess what? Turns out it had been installed by a sasaeng. Sasaengs are a living nightmare for every idol. For them though, it's just harmless fun, but it can get pretty creepy and dangerous for idols and people around them. BTS's Jungkook did a live streaming session to chat with fans to spend some quality time together. He was reading the comments where fans asked him what he would be doing tomorrow. "Don't," Jungkook answered. "I don't have anything tomorrow. I'm just going to work out." Then he seemed to have recalled something at that time, so he started talking about something more serious that had happened to him recently. He said, "Please don't come to see me when I am exercising." Jungkook said that when he was going to leave, there were people there. "I'm really thankful for the interest you show in me, but this was not an official schedule I went to." Jungkook continued, "I am thankful, but in its entirety, those actions aren't right. You came because you wanted to see me, but still, you know. Well, I was surprised that time I came out trying to go home and people were there." Jungkook has been doing live streams quite often lately, and he explained that he does them whenever he thinks of his fans. However, he shared that it will be hard to do live streams if fans would show up to where he is. NCT 127 were on tour in the USA with their new City World Tour in 2019. It was in Houston when some fans managed to get into their tour bus. One of the girls posted a video to Twitter of them, showing herself and her friends climbing on board NCT's tour bus. The bus driver let these girls in, and they went through the whole bus, took videos, touched the boys' personal belongings, and giggling while doing that. The fans kept touching the boys' beds, their beds that they would have been sleeping on while touring. Even left a letter for one of the members on a pillow. And even had the guts to film themselves doing it. Later, one of them posted the videos on Twitter showing herself. It does make us question how good their security really is if they let those girls get so close to the idols. Sasaengs have no sense of right and wrong. They commit criminal offenses, like seeking out celebrities at their dorms or homes, stealing personal belongings or information, harassing their family members, sending idols inappropriate gifts such as lingerie or other weird stuff, or they even tried to kidnap or physically hurt them. The lifestyle of the sasaeng is very lonely, time-consuming, and expensive, since their only purpose in life is to be close to their idol and make the idol notice them. Thank you for watching and tell us your thoughts in the comments. We'll see you next time.